Hello, it's me, Carlos, talking to you from the trailhead at Harvest Lane, heading up towards Mount Douglas. I have been running for about 10 minutes. I'm still not completely recovered in terms of my breathing. It is basically uphill to here.
40 seconds ahead.
As I run past my fourth most favorite tree, this is where I turn right and do some more hiking. Or piking, that's what I am alluding to. Piking is a combination of power hiking and running, hence the term piking. It's not walking, it's not hiking, it's not running, it's a combination. I have forgotten to start my timer, but what I'll do today is I'll just record during the quiet sessions of the run when I'm away from the cars, which will be from here all the way to Blenkinsop, which will take me about 15 minutes. And then I shall pause until I get to Rithet's bog and do a lap with you guys, and then probably record a little bit more at the end. So I'm basically skipping
1 second ahead.
Basically skipping the noisier streets for the silent trails. And up I go.
Okay, Leslie, leave me alone. Come on.
Hello. That's a frisky little dog. Hello.
Hello. Wait, can't go play, girl.
Is that your dog as well, the one in front?
No.
No.
Just this one. One's enough.
One's enough for today. I saw a guy the other day at Glendenning, 9 dogs.
Oh yeah, he's a dog walker maybe.
Yeah, but I was always wondering, what happens if one of those dogs does something weird, like bite somebody or get lost?
Well,
Is there a liability?
That's always a risk. They must have insurance.
You would imagine.
But dogs tend to be pack animals.
Yeah.
So if they're in a group like that, they generally tend to stay in the group unless the dog has certain characteristics.
Well, if the dominant dog is well controlled, yes.
Yeah.
But if the dominant dog is crazy,
Then you should have them on leash.
yeah, I think he has some of them on leash,
Yeah.
but not all of them.
Well, some of them are good followers, you know.
Yeah. But, he's obviously making some money out of that business.
Oh yeah.
And,
I think it's $30 a day.
wow.
Or
Each dog?
yeah.
Good gracious.
Or thereabouts.
That's too big for you. I'm going to start running again in a second, but
Yeah, it's okay.
I let the hill slow me down a little bit.
Yes, well, it's slowing me down a lot.
I used to run this one all the time, but I'm planning to keep going for quite a while, so
Yeah.
don't want to overdo the exertion.
No, I understand completely.
Well, by the end of my run, I probably would have spent about an hour and a half out here.
Oh, that's good.
See you later.
Okay. Enjoy your run.
Thank you. Hello.
Hello.
Runner coming through. Hello, dog. All right. So this is where I start to head down. Just around here. They still haven't done whatever they were going to do with this big pile of gravel. Probably waiting for the new year. And down. Hello. Hi. Hello. Hi.
58 seconds behind.
Okay. I should be able to make most of that time up before I get to Blenkinsop Road. When I'll pause the recording. Actually, I might stop that first file because I think pausing it tends to drain the battery. It's holding the data when it could just cut and leave it in storage. I'm running a little low on batteries. Hi.
Hi.
That's the nice thing about the Sony. It's if you don't record a lot, the batteries last you months and months and months. I do record quite a lot. And I've noticed that if I have it on pause, the screen stays illuminated. And that, I think, drains the battery. It's one of those LED displays, but
6 seconds behind.
okay. Enough tech talk. As I approach the Gary Oak Meadows for the first time, all this part of the run I will see twice, because I'm planning to come back the same way. I'm wearing my old Brooks Pure Grit 3s. Might even be Pure Grit 2s, I'm not sure about that. I lost the box a long time ago. Alright, today is Wednesday. Tomorrow I am tentatively running with Graham, but I will email him when I get home just to check if he is up to it. It's funny, the Gary Oak trees here have started to, I don't know if they're just holding on to their leaves or whether this is new growth, but it's kind of weird that a deciduous tree like the oak should still have leaves at this time of the year. Minute 30 behind. Yep. Understood. On 3 kilometers. That is 30 seconds behind for each kilometer. I hope to hear that number correct itself shortly. The other part of the recording that you will miss, because I won't be recording, will be a section of the Lochside Trail. I was there yesterday. I have been there 2 or 3 times in the last 5 or 6 days. This forms just a little part of today's run. But as I said, I will pause. I will stop. File number 1. Hello.
Hello.
Okay.
No, we're going to go out.
All right. Downhill all the way now to Blenkinsop Road. So this is where file number 1 will end.
Running between the showers, eh?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Habitual runners.
Right.
Have you already done a loop?
Yeah.
I'm going to do a loop and then head back to Golden Head.
Oh, are you? Okay.
Yeah. I go across Mount Doug.
Okay. But not over it?
Well, not over the top, no.
On the base?
Near the base, yeah. I go around where the Gary Oak Meadows are.
Okay.
And then I go down Glendenning and then off at San Juan.
Right, okay.
mixture of trails and roads.
Yeah, it's about 50-50.
Yeah. I don't live too far from here, about a kilometer or so. So I just come down, do a couple loops. I comes to go a third loop, but it's just a little too boring to keep going around the same loop.
Are you still racing?
I signed up for a half marathon in February, but
Hello.
here I did one race.
What about the Harriers 8K?
I don't really want to run too hard on the roads.
That's true.
I signed up for the running room has their hypothermic one.
Oh, yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, I've done it a couple years, and there's a couple loops around Elk and Beaver. It was nice, so I signed up this year. Then they went and switched the route.
Oh,
They didn't get access to
the park?
rowing club,
Oh,
where they have a little breakfast after. So they moved out to the airport. So starting at a hangar out there, one of the cadet hangars, but running mainly on paved surfaces.
that's not so much fun.
It'll be different.
Yeah.
I've been having troubles with my knees. Kind of like to stick to soft surfaces like this.
Oh, look at that. That's Kakuga.
A few cats that live around this neighborhood.
Yeah.
Should see mice.
Birds.
You sign up for the Harriers then?
Yep.
Yeah.
I haven't raced for a while, but I figured just see how all my friends are doing.
Yeah.
It's a social more than anything else.
Yeah. That's always a good one, big one. Everyone's sort of coming back from too much food over the holidays. Trying to start off on a good foot.
The award ceremony is a little bit long. Normally I don't stick around
Yeah.
because I have nothing to collect.
That's the one where they kind of talk about all the records from the past and that.
Yep.
Yeah.
This is one of my traditional hike sections.
Good for it, yeah.
Yeah. Don't want to overstress the old ticker.
Yeah. I was thinking of doing some of the MEC race series.
Oh
A
yeah.
few trail ones, different distances. Kind of starts in January or February, but there might be 6 races, but they're going to stretch out over the whole year. So one might be early in the year, the last one I think is sort of a half and a 10K at Elk and Beaver as well. And that might be November or October. But they're primarily trail races.
I think that's the trend for the future. People are going to start looking for more adventurous races. They don't have to be ultra marathons, but I think a lot of people are toying with the idea. In the North American tradition, more and more and more, always more.
Pushing ourselves back.
You've done too many marathons? I've done.
Started running when I was 14, so 35 plus years.
I was a late bloomer. I didn't start running till I was 40,
Yeah, you probably got some years left in you.
maybe. They've done a pretty good job of fixing up this gravel here.
It is, yeah. I was thinking that.
Always used to be swampy.
The swampy area. Well, I take inspiration from that Ontario guy, Ed Whitlock.
Yep.
It's incredible.
Aye. And
It's late 80s now, isn't he?
Yep, I think so.
Cranking out the records and stuff.
Time, 43 minutes, 50 seconds. 6 kilometers. Your average pace, 17 minutes, 18 seconds per kilometer.
7:18 per kilometer. That's with the hiking
Right.
over Mount Doug.
How much is it? 18?
7 minutes 18 per. But that's averaged over since where I started.
Yeah.
Hello. 2 joggers coming through. Thank you.
Oh, my wife bought a treadmill a year ago. I've been trying to use that on some regular days, the icy days, but it's just so boring.
And besides, it's not really realistic. I mean,
yeah, I kind of think that too.
it's easier. It's a lot easier.
Yeah, if it shows 8K, I still don't feel like I had a good 8-kilometer run.
No.
But I pay twice the price because it's just mind-numbing.
Well, the other thing is that when you're running on a real surface, when you stop, the surface doesn't move.
Yeah.
On a treadmill, it's always coming towards you.
Yeah.
So all these people who say, oh, I do intervals. I do a few minutes of running, and then I step off to the side.
Yeah.
What they don't realize is the mill is still clocking up miles when they're standing on the side. And then they say, how come it feels so much harder when I run on the road? It's because it is, lady.
Yeah.
And they want to hang on.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. You know, all you gotta do is lift your feet. Right?
Yep.
Whereas here, you gotta lift and push yourself forward.
And if you're holding on, all you're doing is just hopping up and down.
Yeah.
Then the mill's doing the running.
And you don't get the fresh air.
The company. Hello. Hi.
Well, turn off here. Do you enjoy the rest of your run?
Yeah, you too.
Maybe I'll see you at one of the races there.
Maybe. Bye-bye. Well, that was fun, chatting with him. So I'm just coming up on the duck pond. Hello, duck. So there's no ice left on the duck pond. The ducks are splashing around, looking for food. There's 3 people. 2 large, 1 tiny, feeding the ducks. Trying to guesstimate how many minutes I have recorded. Probably 25. Which probably gives me another 10 or 11 minutes. So I will stop this file round about here and pick it up again when I'm back on Mount Doug, coming down for the last time towards Harvest Lane.
Halfway to your goal. Time, 49 minutes, 40 seconds. Distance, 7 kilometers. Workout average pace, 7 minutes, 5 seconds. Come on.
So I'm back on the south slopes of Mount Doug, just approaching the Gary Oak Meadows for the second time today. Managed to keep around the 7-minute 15 pace. Once I clear the meadows, it should be pretty much downhill all the way home as I splosh my way up this little trail where the water has broken the surface a couple of times. That's what it is. These trails pretty much are the watershed from the mountain. On the wet season, the water table is high enough for the water to break surface, and the drier times, the water is below the surface. Alright, this is the meadow once again in all its glory, with these persistent leaves will say goodbye to you quite soon, because I think I have probably filled my allotted space. A 36-minute slot.
Seconds. Ahead.
8 seconds ahead. That's nice. Wet rocks, wet rocks. Alright, so this is the running jackal, running on Wednesday. What would it be now? The 28th of December. I will be back recording for you on New Year's Day, as usual, Wednesday and Sunday. I must take this opportunity to wish you all a wonderful new year, starting on Sunday. And hopefully we won't lose as many of our heroes as we have done this year. It has been quite shocking. I must also thank all my new listeners who have suddenly started hearing my shows on the Stitcher network. Stitcher is a podcatching app that basically does the same as iTunes. You can listen offline. And if you subscribe to my podcast, you will get, I believe you will get an update, and it will refresh the show and give you the option of listening to it on your runs. Alright, just as I head down Whitaker again, I will say bye-bye.